Well, in today's world, you cannot sign a document, then you send it to your postman, then the postman will transfer overseas. You don't do that anymore. It will take a lot of time. That's why the concept of digital signatures is introduced, and cryptography is again to the rescue of security. So digital signatures are basically it's a kind of authentication that tells the receiver that okay, the sender has signed and he's agreeing with what is present in the document. So it helps in secure transmission of information, and it validates, and it instead of a real signature, a digital signature is also a proof that the document is a legitimate document. Every digital signature works on PKI, that is the public key infrastructure. Now, public key infrastructure is a unique set of requirements that help in the working of digital signatures. So, it's basically a framework of cryptography that employs many sub things like digital signatures, private keys, public key, certificate authority. Well, what is certificate authority? So, certificate authority is a third party organization that have been widely accepted as reliable for ensuring key security. In the same way, let's consider this. All of you might have heard of the University of Harvard or Stanford or MIT or Oxford, Cambridge. These are some renowned institutes. Now, if there is a YouTube channel of a person who is who's teaching some things which are taught in the same way, exactly same way in the Harvard University, and he says that I'll give you a certificate, and this is a valid certificate. You can show this certificate and you'll get a job. And let's say there's a guy who already has a certificate from the Harvard University. Okay, he doesn't have the certificate from this guy who's teaching on YouTube, but he has a university from Harvard. He has that degree. So, what do you think? People will trust which degree the most, even though both the persons have same knowledge, both the people have same knowledge. Which degree is more trustable? Obviously, the one from Harvard, because they are established universities which have been widely accepted by many students in giving the certificate. In the same way, certificate authorities are entities or organizations which have been widely accepted as the status quo. For example, if Harvard says this guy is a legitimate engineer, then that guy is a legitimate engineer. In the same way, if certificate authorities give certificate to Alice, then she is Alice. They have verified her identity, and no one is going to doubt that, because these certificate authorities are very highly functioned organizations. They have detailed processes, and there is no wrongdoing in those organizations. No process is just a simple process. They all have a detailed framework, and many operations and processes take place to make certificate authorities work. So PKI is a combination of all such things which makes the working of digital signatures possible. So you can consider digital signatures as actual signatures just sent over the email. So instead of you signing the document and then posting it to overseas, you have to just attach your digital signature. Now the next obvious question in mind would be, well, what is a digital signature? What exactly does it look like? Or how do I say a document has a digital signature? Well, obviously, I have a new lecture on that. So, without wasting any time, in the next lecture, we'll have a good talk about the working of digital signatures. So, and it's a warning for you that if you have forgotten about public key encryption, which is asymmetric encryption and hashing, I would request you to please revise those topics, because digital signatures do make use of asymmetric encryption and hashing. All right. In the next lecture, we'll see the working of digital signatures.